Welcome all to the Mancave. We are in the building. I'm glad y'all came out to join us on this fine Monday evening, of course. Got a special guest in the house today, man. We want to, of course, always celebrate the people that we bring here, man. Always trying to uplift our community and show, people that's out here making positive strides, that's doing positive things. So I would like to introduce, without further ado, the man with the plan from the Carter 85 football team, Mr. P.K.Williams.
What up, big dog?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing, Doc?
I'm good, man.
Man, I'm good. I'm doing good, man, because it's all good.
Hey, I'm glad you came out, man.
Man, thank you for having me out, man.
A week ago, man, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
see, let me tell you what happened. It was Judge Amber a day. Judge Amber.
I told you to bring Judge Amber. I said you could have brought her into the show too. Matter of fact, Judge Amber, we're gonna get you on the show too. We're gonna bring you out here, man. So how you doing, PK?
Man, I'm good, man.
You blessed and highly favored, huh?
Man, yeah, that's a good way to be.
So let's jump into it real quick, man.
Okay.
So I happen to do the show with Mr. Muhammad.
Yeah, that's Arthur. We call him Arthur.
Arthur, right?
Yeah. AJ.
Right. I mean, I know y'all grew up together and
Yeah.
went to school together and all of that, and you had jumped on the daggone thread on Facebook, and you was like, well, according to the story, because if any of you guys, all of you guys out there have watched the movie by now. But for those who have watched the Carter movie, you said it looked like PK started everything, huh?
Man, he was the mastermind behind it all. And Keith got blamed for it though. You know? Keith got blamed for all of it.
So Keith got blamed, but you mastermind.
I was the mastermind. And it came out. It came out in court. It was all my idea, man.
Right.
It was all my idea. Just a stupid idea behind greed.
Right.
No need. It was just behind greed.
Just trying to get it, huh?
We had in the hood, in Oak Cliff, we had what was called the Keith Bazaar, and at the Keith Bazaar they sold gold chains,
right?
Just this Turkish ropes and all kind of jewelry that we wanted to have, man. And we were trying to just come up with a plan on how can we do it. And at that time, I was working at Jack in the Box. I think I was making like $3.50 an hour. I mean, back in the late '80s, that was nothing, man. $3.50 an hour, and so that was minimum wage, I believe. That was minimum wage. So I said, man, how can I get that? And it wasn't that I needed it; it was a want.
Right.
Yeah. So it wasn't that I needed stuff; it was just a want. So this concocted, just came up with this so stupid idea, right, man, on how to get a whole bunch of money.
I saw a real interesting post on Facebook the other day. It says, and I'm probably sure this is how your story went, but it said, if your man walk up to you and the story go boom, all we gotta do is y'all going to jail. Have you ever heard that?
No, I never heard that.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
Listen, man, boom, this all we gotta do. See, the rest of that sentence right there equals jail.
and then we just, our boy, we say, well, I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
Like, oh, I'm all
sign me up.
So let me ask you a question about Dallas back there, because I was curious. I asked Keith this too, but I didn't really get the just, like, I want to, for some of us who are new to the area or didn't grow up here like that, like, how was Dallas different back then? Like, that you guys were able to, was it dirt roads and stuff like that?
Man,
we're
still city slickers.
Yeah.
We're still city slickers, man. It was, it was, at that time, it was the dope age that was really beginning to come on the scene. And see, we had that choice, do we rob or do we sell dope?
Right.
So, we chose the latter part, we go rob,
Right.
But that what was coming on the scene, the dope gang was coming in. Oak Cliff, real tough.
Right.
Yeah,
real tough. Oak Cliff.
Let me tell you this, man, I'm glad. Man, and now this was nobody but guys, and I found this out later about the dope gang. Man, my cousin I have a cousin that stayed in Fort Worth, and he was a kingpin.
Right.
I mean, he was. Had I known that, I would have been over in Fort Worth.
Oh, you?
He was a king. I made kingpin money.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you can look back and see what God's purpose is
Oh
for
man,
the male, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that happened.
Right, exactly.
I appreciate everything because I'm where I need to be at right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the right place to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay. So when this all went down, you know, we're not going to spend too much time on Carter, but when this all went down, like, were you one of the first ones to get taken away, or how does that work?
I think when me and Carlos, we was sitting on Greenspan in Oak Cliff, and we had heard about Derek and Gary getting caught. But see, we didn't ride with Derek.
And they wasn't even with y'all, right?
Nah, but we heard about them getting caught.
Right.
And so, you know, one thing just led to another. But we didn't think that we were gonna get caught up into their stuff. But one thing just, you know, led to another. So.
All right. Well, I want to talk about your book right there.
Okay.
We got From Letterman to Betterman, correct?
Man.
Hold that up to the screen, man, so we can get a look at that.
From a letterman to a better, that'll preach. If any man be in Christ Jesus, he's a new creature.
Okay.
That letterman, that's the old me.
Okay, right. So let's talk about the letterman right there. So the letterman is the what?
PK.
250-pound defensive tackle.
I wasn't that big, man. We didn't have a big defensive line. I was probably about 210.
Right.
Yeah, we went about 210, 211, 212, somewhere off. One of the big defensive tackle, but the letterman was the high school PK.
Okay, so that kid, the letterman. This is who we're gonna talk about right now, Mr. PK, the letterman. So that kid right there going into a situation of being incarcerated.
Right.
Tell me about how that was. Like, how was your first couple days? How long did it take you to get used to that?
Can we start at when we got sentenced?
Go ahead.
Can we start at
That's exactly where I want to start.
Judge Kendall, I believe was his name, stood us up one by one.
Frank Crowley.
Yeah, stood us up by one, and he started calling out times. So when it was my time to stand up, then he told me I got 13 years. You know, 13 years, I did 3 years, 4 months, and 19 days. That's actually a chapter in my book. And so if you look at some of the pictures, and I got it in my book, they called us the chain gang. They asked me, PK, why was you smiling? Because the situation wasn't funny. Why was you smiling? And so leading up to the trial is when I had my encounter with God.
Right.
So leading up to the trial, when I had my encounter with God, and I wasn't, whatever happened was just gonna happen. And I was at peace. So you'll see me with a smile on my face. So now, we're in Dallas County. What's unheard of is you had people waiting to get down to TDC. I mean, some people was in county for like six months, a year, waiting to get down to TDC. I mean, they had us out of Dallas County, going down to TDC within 2 weeks.
Now, what's TDC?
Texas Department of Correction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where's that at?
All over Texas.
Oh, okay.
So that's the prison system in Texas.
Okay.
Texas Department of Correction.
Yeah.
So that's the prison system.
Yeah, because I asked Kiefer about
the legalized slavery system. You hear that?
So
it's a system.
They got like camps in those places, right?
Well, they have the facilities, you know, the maximum prison facilities. So that's where you get shipped to once you leave county. If you get TDC time, that's where you get shipped to once you leave county.
Okay, so you saying that before or during the trial, that's when God kind of reached
during the trial.
Okay,
yeah,
so
during the trial.
How did the 3.5 years affect, that decision?
Well, I was raised up in church also.
Because that process that 3.5 years could have derailed you to go the opposite way. So what was it that kept you on the straight and narrow?
I was angry with the system.
Mm-hmm.
Because, man, and I just said this, is legalized slavery. That's what it is. They have different type of plants down in TDC, Texas Department of Correction, and one of the plants that I worked at was a stainless steel plant. So they getting free labor.
Right.
They're getting free labor from the inmates, and so it just kind of, the system just kind of made me mad. And for me, I knew when I get out, I wasn't gonna come back in, because I seen people get out, stay out 6 months, and come back in.
Right.
And then once you get caught up into the system, Dave, is hard sometimes to get out.
Right. Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to get out. And one of the things that was that was funny back then that I found that's not funny now. That there was a lot of guys that say, man, I ain't do nothing.
Right.
I didn't do nothing. Well, if you didn't do nothing, why you here? Well, now we know the system, man, is corrupted. You know, it's against us.
Right.
Because that's the majority of the people in TDC is us and Browns.
Okay, I can understand that. But I really want to get into, like, did you have any kind of older guys that was mentoring you in the prison system? How did the prison system actually affect you becoming from a letterman to the Betterman?
Well, it didn't. I didn't have any older guys. You have those telling me, man, you got to get out and, you know, don't do wrong, but this would happen.
Right.
I had a cellmate that was a 6-time loser, Dave. It was a 6-time loser. He had been to the penitentiary 6 times. So he's telling me what I need to do to not come back in.
Right.
I'm looking at him, Negro, you need to use that same advice.
But usually those are the best people to give you advice.
Yeah, that's been there 6 times.
Sometimes the best coaches never play the game.
I agree.
I
agree to an extent. I agree to a certain extent.
Yeah, it is.
But hey, use your own advice.
You're right. About
Use
that.
your own advice.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to prison, you serve your 3.5 years.
3 years, 4 months, and 19 days.
3 years.
Got out on a Friday, Dave.
And what chapter is that in the book?
It's probably chapter 3, I believe.
Okay.
Got out on a Friday, Dave.
Got on Friday.
It was a Friday. And
How
I went
old
to
were
good
you?
luck. I was 18, 19, 21. I was 21 going on 22 because it was February the 10th when I got out.
So that's still a good party.
I was still young.
Right.
And so I had the chance to recoup.
Still live.
Yeah, I had the chance to recoup because once I got out, I knew I wasn't gonna go back in. I already knew that.
You're right.
In order for me not to go back in, I knew I had to do what was right.
So you said before that God had spoke to you before the trial. Okay, so when was it? When did
that was my conversion leading up to the trial.
That was your conversion.
Yeah, for me.
So when you got out of jail, you were already on the, I'm going to church.
I was in church Sunday morning. I'm Pentecostal.
Right.
I was in church Sunday morning, running around the church house.
You was ready, yeah. You couldn't wait.
Man, I was to be physically free.
Right.
Man, I was happy. You hear me?
Yeah, no, that's a terrible
man.
thing. I've been not incarcerated, but I've been locked up, and I don't even like that.
Yeah, right.
So I can imagine.
Man, it just
federal penal system.
Because you're away from your family, though, Dave.
Right.
You know,
You have no choice.
Yeah, doing those, holiday Christmas. You're not eating your mom's dressing, the potato salad, the turkey, all that good stuff, and you're away from your loved ones, man. And man, yeah. I don't want to be here. I'm not going to keep doing this,
right?
And risk a chance of coming back. And so when I was released, Dave, I still had to do the rest of my time on parole, which was 10 years.
Right.
So I had to report every month for 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, that kept you on the straight and narrow, of course, too.
I
you was already there.
I wasn't going back.
So how did you end up at the Chosen Church?
Well, before I got to the Chosen Church, I was at a church called Tabernacle of Deliverance, and that was in '96 when I got there. 1996. And
that was a good year.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna tell me about that.
It was a good year, man. It was a good year right there.
And so I was there from '96 until 2014.
Okay.
And I served as the youth pastor and had an awesome youth program, man,
right,
going on, and that's why I began to mentor and teach.
Right.
And
giving back. You continue to do that today, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's right. Well, I mean, you seem like a stand-up guy, definitely from what I've read up about you and now meeting you.
Yeah, trying to be, man.
I mean, the fact that you're a Cowboys fan, I'm not gonna hold that against you.
I get it.
You can't be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But you all right with me.
Okay. Okay.
I'm telling you. So when you're getting out of it, you're still Letterman here. You're getting out of your jail. You had a chance to recoup, as you put it, and get your bearings straight. When did you meet your wife? That seems like a.
Me and my boy, man, who was that Lakeside? I believe the name of the club was Lakeside, and me and Norbert was together, and that's one of the guys, one of my boys. Me and him was together. And so I seen this chocolate thing walk. I seen the butts, and it was just walking.
Right.
I said, "Hey, what's your name?"
Right.
And she turned around and said, "Latrina." I said, "Come here, baby."
Right. I hear you.
Yeah, I didn't let that go.
You ain't let it go.
No.
Right. Yeah. 24 years, man.
February the 25th would be 24
Yeah, 24
years.
years. That's crazy. And how important is that?
Man, very important,
She
man.
grounded you those years that you needed it, huh?
Yeah. You know, and when you now that's a whole different topic. Marriage, it's a give and take. It's not your way. It's not my way.
You married? I want to hear.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
man, it's a give and take, man. You know, and when you marry somebody, you know, you're not only marrying them, but you also marrying their family pretty much.
Family
you know, and just just being just know that you're gonna experience things. You're gonna go through some things.
Right.
But man, y'all gotta have each other back, man.
Right.
Because even right now, this is probably the second or third time during the time since my wife she's unemployed, you know. But I got her, you know, and, and by the grace of God, we able to make it through. And one of the topics that we talked about at church is, biblically speaking, a woman places at the house according to the Bible. Biblically speaking.
Yeah, because they don't believe that no more.
Yeah, a woman places at the house.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Yeah. And it's because of stuff. You know, a man is supposed to be the provider. He's the priest.
Mm-hmm.
He's the pastor.
Right.
He's the king. And so the head of the house, and he's the head of the household. So all of those things. Go ahead.
I want to read this, man, because I thought it was just very telling with the situation we're talking about right now. So this is the dedication from Letterman to Betterman. You guys make sure you go out and grab this book.
Amazon, and Barnes and Nobles.
And this is the dedication to it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a read. To my wife, I dedicate this book. Thank you for your patience, love, friendship, and humor. I'm grateful for all the wonderful memories we have made together over the past 23 years. Even in the bad times we've made it through, we've never given up on each other. You're my virtuous woman, my woman of strength and wisdom. I'm thankful to have you in my life. So you wrote those words down. That's what's up, man. I just want to shake your hand.
Oh, thank you, man.
Brother. So what made you dedicate this book to your wife? This is the reason why I asked you about her, but what made you dedicate it to her?
Well, man, she's been there for me, man.
Right.
You know, when sometimes we get down, and it's just good just to have that queen beside you. Negro, get up. We're gonna make it through, you know.
Yeah.
Because we other heads, sometimes we do have our weak moments.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and man, and when you have a good woman standing beside you, man, that's a good thing to have.
Right.
Yeah,
especially for those first downs and second chances.
Yeah, and not only that, she's a good mother.
Right. Okay.
She's a good mother also, and by the kids, our kids, man, she installed in them, good traits, man, and I really appreciate that,
Right.
So,
I respect that too. So with this book, you didn't actually write the book yourself, right?
No, I had a ghostwriter.
Okay, so you had an author, Miss Angie Ransom Jones.
Yes.
Is she from out here too? Does she
Yes.
know the story or?
Well, she's she's my sister-in-law, frat sister.
Okay.
She's an AKA.
Okay.
And I was after the 30 for 30. Have you seen that? The 30 for 30.
Yeah, I saw 30 for 30. Yeah, I actually like that. That was.
Yeah, man. Adam was the producer of it. He was accurate, man.
Yeah, he was good. But I rode with Arthur Muhammad.
Yeah.
Netflix Carter, baby.
Yeah. I mean,
unless we can get the 30 for 30 guy.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yeah.
So okay, now writing this book, if you're taking this and you're talking to the people out there, see, because they've already seen the Carter movie. I know because I've told them weeks ago. I told them 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? What are they going to get different from your book than the Carter movie gives them?
Well, it's going to make them talk about me. It's going to talk about my mom. I dedicated a chapter to my mom.
Okay.
is gonna talk about where I come from because I didn't start out at Carter because my mom was single. Man, we moved. So man, I was at 2 different junior high school and I went to 3 different high schools.
Right.
I started out at Lancaster High School, then South Grand Prairie, and I ended up at Carter. So I dedicated chapel to my mom because we was all over the place. But it is what it is because she did what she could.
Well, I mean, sometimes moving around can actually build a better, well-rounded kid.
And I know, and that's how come I know a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Well-rounded and popular.
Yeah, just knowing, being able to know a lot of people, just being able to get the Carter, and play on one of the greatest football teams. I don't want to play on it, but I made captain.
So, do you think that is the greatest high school team ever? It's simple. This was a I'm asking the question. I'm putting it out there because it's actually a question.
Yeah, it is. The greatest. From that team,
You got Houston Yates and you got Allen.
from that team, listen what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna preach Bible. I'm gonna preach Bible, high school football, baby. When you talk about David W. Carter, the first thing they gonna think about is they 18, and they gonna tell you, man, them junkers were bad.
Right.
Man, they were bad. From that team, we had 7 people to go to the NFL.
Yeah, I know.
7 people go to from that team. We had 21 scholar athletes
Right.
to go to college. Never been done before. Never been done before.
So you think y'all would beat the Allen team, Kyler Murray? He was 42-0. Talking about back in your day though. We gonna make the game in 88.
I think his sophomore season, was probably one of the best teams he had.
Okay.
That sophomore season.
So you keep up with a lot of local sports.
Yeah, I try to. Yeah,
Right,
I try
okay.
to, and my boys do too.
And you mentored down in Carter?
Yes,
So
uh-huh.
Did your kids play there too?
No. We moved out to the suburbs. We moved out to the suburbs.
You brand new now.
No.
My man brand new now.
Oh, look at you, Dave.
You ain't gonna nip
Listen. Well, that's why DeSoto, Cedar Hill, man, that's why all those teams are good. Why?
Because those people belong to Carter.
They moved from Dallas
Right.
out to the suburbs.
Right.
So those teams are our kids,
Mm-hmm.
that went to Roosevelt, Kimball, Sock.
Yeah.
We moved out, because now, man, 80% of Dallas is Hispanic. So Cliff.
Okay, so with you doing a lot of mentoring at Carter, like, dealing with a different, tray of kids, put it that way, a different selection of children,
Right.
then how does that work out for you?
It worked out real good. One of the young men that I was a mentor to last year, his name was Thomas Thompson. He played baseball. Man, he was just excellent, and how we do, we'll go up and have lunch with him.
Yeah.
We'll go up and have lunch with him, sit down, get a chance to talk to him, see what's going on, talk about grades and different things. And just these kids, man, they just different because they raised different.
Right,
man.
right, yeah.
Because we cut from a different cloth. Even though we did what we did,
Yeah.
it seemed I think we were just a little bit more respectful.
Yeah.
Toward not only our parents but adults, man. And this generation, man, and that's fine. They just different, man.
So what do you do as a mentor to, curb that?
Well, for him, man, I told Parrish, I said, man, this young man, he already got everything, man. Get me with somebody that's, you know.
Right. You want the kid that don't have no AC in the house.
So Thompson was pretty much, he was already pretty much well rounded, but
Right.
and we was well rounded also. And he told me, well, PK, that's why I got him with you, because what if he step off? Remember, y'all stepped off.
Right.
And so, you just instill, man, set your plan, you know what you want to do, man, just execute it, man.
So is this mentor program that you do at Carter, is this something that is intertwined with the empowerment program?
No, two different things.
Okay, so what is it different?
The mentoring You have to get accepted from the ISD. You know, you have to go through the process and all that.
So can you coach doing that?
I don't have a college degree.
Right.
No, I don't have a college degree.
But that's the worst thing.
And Pac-Man we come in, man. They welcome us, man.
Yeah.
Because everybody, the principal, I pretty much, a lot of people that's in the top of the staff at Carter now pretty much are alumni.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've been there. But Pac-Man let us come. Pac-Man played with us. His name Patrick Williams too.
Yeah.
So this is how I got my nickname, Dave. His name Patrick Williams, my name Patrick Williams. So whenever Coach would call, both of them would answer. Coach James said, "What's your middle name?" I said, "Keith." He said, "You PK now," and I got that in the book. He said, "Well, that's your nickname, PK."
Okay, so that's where PK comes.
Yeah, that's where PK come from.
Okay, that's cool.
Coach James gave me my
name. Coach James seemed like an interesting character.
Man,
I heard so much about him, man.
Love his boys, man.
Yeah.
Story. Let me tell you this. I was selling cars on I-20 for the same company.
And he's at Chacon Autos.
Chacon Autos.
Chacon.
And I was selling cars, Dave.
Go get a car.
If you got bad credit.
Chacon, also you owe me $15 for this plug.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just tell your boss.
Uh-oh.
No.
So Coach James, one of my coworkers knew I went to Carter, of course. And he said, "PK, come here, I got somebody I want you to meet." So Coach James came into the dealership and he looked at me and he said, "PK, man, I'm so proud of you." Those were the things that came out of his mouth, man. I melted, man. I started crying, man.
So what do you think about the job that Charles Dutton did playing him?
Oh, man, good job, yeah.
You
I mean,
like
he did
that?
good, yeah.
You like
man,
that?
He was on it.
You lit up, huh?
Yeah, man, he was on it.
Good job, Dutton.
Yeah, man, he was on it, man.
He was on it.
Yeah, because the passion that Coach James had for his boys, man, he loves us, man.
Yeah, right.
And he don't forget you.
And I bet you heard him when y'all
we did.
went down like that.
We heard anybody that was connected to the courtroom on the day of the trial when we got sentenced, man, everybody was crying.
Right.
You heard,
kids.
Yeah, but everybody was crying.
I was kidding. Okay, so let's get to the Betterman.
Okay.
We done talked
the Betterman in the
about
house.
PK.
Uh-huh.
The Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna move in
to the Betterman
to Mr. Pastor Patrick Williams.
The Betterman in the house
of the Chosen Church in Garland, Texas.
Already.
When did this man come out? Come on, man.
Man,
I know you went in with the idea that I ain't coming back here. I know you went in and you knew that you wasn't going to do anything else to get back there. But when did Patrick Williams actually come out?
I said this, and I told you this, that when I got out on Friday, I was Sunday, I was in church running around.
Mm-hmm.
Now I probably didn't go back to church for a minute. Dave, I probably didn't go back to church for a million years. Me and my wife were standing in we were standing in Mesquite, and she was my wife at the time. We were shacking, what folk call shacking. We were standing together, we weren't married, and so, man, I just felt that nudge. You know what I'm saying? It's time. And my pastor's a gangster, ex-gangster. And he asked me, "Well, PK, when's you?" Because I had to cut out my boys.
That's not Keecher, right?
No, his name is Victor Lee. That's
okay.
the first name.
Keecher is the first.
It's the first lady, yeah.
Okay,
Victor Lee was Irish.
Okay, you told me Keecher. I mean, I just wrote it down.
Oh, no.
So Victor Lee.
Is
the pastor.
Is the pastor.
Keecher Lee is his wife.
First lady,
She's
yeah.
the pastor as well.
Yeah, exactly. And he asked me, "Well, PK, how'd you cut your boys loose?" I mean, I went cold turkey. Because I just felt that nudge, man.
So you gotta cut your boys off to be married?
Man, I had to, man.
I
had to get away
in
order for me to be the better man.
Right.
Because we was kicking it still.
So this is when you're saying the better man started.
Yeah. When I got that nudge, got in church, and man just started seeking God, man, everything just started following.
Where is the? I've talked to many pastors.
Man, you're not. You can't explain it. It comes from your spiritual man.
Right.
And when he called you, just know, man. You just man. Okay, it's time.
Because many are called, but only what is it?
Few are chosen.
Few are chosen. Right. Many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to be that chosen man, to turn into the better man that you become, someone that's able to go out here and mentor kids
and teach. Man, I'm a teacher of the gospel.
Right.
Just to be able to sit down and teach the people.
So what do you feel about Deuteronomy 28?
What is Deuteronomy 28? What is that?
You don't know what Deuteronomy?
You gotta tell me.
I was just wondering what this.
Tell me. We'll talk about it.
I don't know it. You the pastor.
Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You tell me about it. We gonna talk about it.
I just want to talk about the book of Deuteronomy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
So that Deuteronomy 28 is about the curses of the Israelites. Have you ever heard of that?
I'm listening to you.
I'm just asking.
Okay, yeah.
How
Go
do you
ahead.
feel about that though?
In the New Testament, which you have to understand, the Old Testament consisted of many laws, and not that we do away with the Old Testament, but we're not governed, we're not ruled by the Old Testament laws.
Right.
Paul tells us in the New Testament that when Jesus Christ died, the law died with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that was part of the law. Whatever the curses were, that was part of the law. We are not cursed, we are blessed. Why?
Right.
Because Jesus Christ he died for us and he rose for us.
Yeah.
So anything pertaining to curses or anything pertaining to meats and eats and drinks in the Old Testament, we're not governed. We don't rule. We don't live by the Old Testament. There you go.
I just thought I want to ask questions.
That's fine. And people get it mixed up. Well, we can't eat pork. Well, in the New Testament, Paul said we could because the law died with Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It died with him.
So basically, the Old Testament died.
The Old Testament is an example for us.
I just wondering because when I read Deuteronomy 28, and I think I talked to Kenny about this before on the show, or maybe it was just a personal conversation. But when I read it, I look at it as those curses, boy, they sure sound familiar.
Well, the Bible tells us this, and Jesus said, and Paul told him this also. Curses every man that hangs on the tree. Every curse, Jesus took it for us.
Right.
Jesus took it for us. So we're not.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I mean, no, that's where your faith is. I
Yeah.
just wanted to see where you was at with that because I usually ask
preachers and pastors.
Yeah, preachers and pastors.
Yeah.
That
So what type of response do you get? Do they give you?
Usually, I'll get something along those lines, or you'll get something along, get out my face or something like that.
But no.
Because those are Israelite thoughts right there. Deuteronomy 28 is the curses of basically the Israelites, where he says, I'm going to spread you across the four corners of the earth, blah, 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 blah.
See, and if you still live on the Old Testament, you got to do sacrifices.
Well, I don't think that's it.
And different things.
I don't think that's it. I think what people are looking for when they look into those Old Testaments is kind of like the hidden truth of what people could think it was. Like, anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to do this another time.
Yeah.
We're going to do this another time. I had you come back.
Okay.
And we'll talk about religion some other time because I sound stupid talking about it and not being prepared. I don't want to be not prepared.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about politics and religion is it can definitely,
politics.
put you on the wrong side of someone else.
Politics.
Religion too.
Really?
Because people take their religion seriously.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
they're supposed to.
Right. So you're a brand new granddad now.
Yes. Just had my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
I told you 5.
You told
6.
me 5, yeah.
Lord have mercy. 6th grandchild. Yesterday, Ariana Anderson.
A girl,
7 years.
girl.
Yeah, 7 years. I'm talking about 7 years, 7 pounds, and I think 2 ounces.
Right.
Yeah. So,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so
congratulations on that.
Thank you, man.
You look good for a granddad.
Thank you, man.
Taking care of yourself?
Yeah, it's hot in here right now, though. But yeah, thank you.
I got these questions going for you. You know, with a little sweat on your head. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay, so down here in Garland, you do a little bit of pastoral work, correct?
Yeah.
So,
I assist.
I assist. Right.
I
mean, right. We know Victor, Lee, and Keisha.
Man, cool dude, man.
Right.
Cool, real cool dude, man. Him and his brother, elderly man, they from Greenville, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and they were important. They was Man, some gangsters, man, from Greenville.
Right.
Anybody that's out of Greenville, Texas, know them too.
Right.
Yeah, they know them too, man, and God really blessed them, man, and we were just able to yoke up, man, and just get together. And,
So, okay, so you becoming the better man that we talk about in your book.
mm-hmm.
Like, when you're going from prison to being free to being able to go out to the clubs, do whatever you want to do.
I didn't do that too much. I didn't do
Right.
that for too long. Yeah.
You meet your wife, which
Yeah.
at that time we didn't know. But how long did it take before you actually got married?
6 months.
6 months, really? God.
Yeah. Yes.
It's been together 24 years. Man,
24
if that ain't a blessing right there, I don't know what is.
Yeah, man. Been through our ups and downs, but we've been together.
Right, and that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that at all.
Together,
I ain't mad at that at all.
What's
man.
up, baby?
Oh, what you talking to her? He got her on the live going on right here.
Yeah.
Man, so okay, so we get to writing the book. What made you write this book?
After the 30 for 30, my pastor came up to me and told me, you need to write the book.
Right.
He said, man, you need to. And I was like, man, I don't know nothing. I don't have no contacts of, on how to write a book. Long story short, my sister, I told you, my sister Liza, AKA, and she said, yeah, I know somebody. She got me in contact with Angie, and me and Angie met up. That's my sister now. Me and Angie met up, and man, now we got a book.
Do you still talk to Royce?
I hadn't talked to Royce in a minute, man.
Yeah, Royce, I was trying to, this
yeah.
is a great book though, man.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's put together well.
And it's a short, it's a short book.
Mm-hmm.
It's a memoir, okay? So we're not gonna talk too much about, Carter. It's mostly my life.
Yeah, right. And that's the same thing with this interview. We're not trying to be Carter too much. So we got the Letterman, the introduction to the Letterman. 3 years, 4 months, 19 days. That's of course about the
time that I spent in prison.
These are the chapters of the book, everyone. Kathy Hines.
That's mom. That's the book.
That's mom.
Yeah, dedicated to my mom.
Kathy Hines.
Kathy Hines.
Yep. A better man. And of course, that's who we are now.
Yeah.
And then you have here the apology.
Man, it's big. The apology is real.
And that's your last chapter.
Yeah, the apology is real.
I mean, you want to get into a little bit of that?
Yeah, we can. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got.
I mean, you sitting right there. You don't need what?
Yeah, let's see
what's the apology about.
Well, the apology, we thought that we would need the apologies because we just hadn't really just had a chance, individuals to go out and, just apologize because you got to understand we hurt a lot of people.
Right, yeah.
Definitely. It was people that were connected to us, that we hurt, man, and we wanted to get the apology out, even from the coaches, from the principals, from the faculty at Carter, from the community, man, because they celebrated us, because it wasn't just Carter, but it was South Oak Cliff, it was Kimball, it was Roosevelt,
it was the grades, it was the parents standing up for y'all.
Yeah, so it was just everybody, man.
I really like what 30 for 30 titled theirs when they said that Carter lost. What Carter lost. And it was the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really clever, you know what I'm saying? But of course, once again, we are going to we only watched the Netflix Carter by John Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Unless the 30 for 30 dude come in and get in.
Adam, he cool.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Cool, he cool.
So, okay, so going into getting out, now you have to try to integrate yourself back into society.
Right.
As far as getting a job, as far as, stuff like that. Like, I heard that process for especially you and a couple of the other guys was very, very grueling.
Man, it's being black in America with a felony, an aggravated felony on your record.
Especially one that big.
Yeah. Aggravated robbery.
Right.
Ain't nobody giving you a chance.
So what kind of issues did you have initially coming out trying to find a place to, just feed your family?
Well, I didn't have a family then.
Right.
I had my oldest son. I did have my oldest son, which my mom kept him when I was in prison. So my mom had my oldest boy named Keith. He was on here too. Hey son.
You got some P.K.Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got good eyes.
Yeah. Hey son. So my mom kept him while I was in prison. But just getting out, man, it was hard to find a job. But fortunately, because God had a purpose, He got a plan for your life. Long story short, I had a hookup at a temp company called Manpower. And for Manpower, I was doing different jobs, till I landed onto a job at Sweetheart Cups. And something they wanted me to clean around the fence line, and I had a fit because I said, man, I just left prison.
Right.
Cleaning the fence line.
My
Had
man.
a fit. And Dave, I'm gonna tell you, I went out on the did it, and I cleaned that fence line so good. The supervisors came out, said, "Oh my!" Just astonished at how good the fence line, the grass, and everything was done, and offered me a job, a full-time job, because I was part-time.
Yeah.
And then on the application, there wasn't nobody but job, but on the application, they didn't ask, "Hey, you ever been convicted of a felony?" Because they didn't check. Yeah, no.
Don't ask.
Don't volunteer information. Hey man, I've been convicted of a felony. Can you still hire me?
Man, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So after a while, were you guys able to actually get this stuff expunged off your records at all?
You can't. You can't get it expunged.
Because I heard you guys were trying to do that at one point, right?
No, I wouldn't, because I know you can't get it. You can't get it off.
Why not?
Man, a felony.
I think we need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
And
No.
this is why I'm right here. Yeah.
Okay, so what about Miss Judge Amber Davis?
Man, good person.
Gibbons.
That's my girl, man.
So she
Her
is
program.
the one. This
We need to talk
yeah,
about
this
program.
is the one that started the empowerment program, correct?
Yeah, and me and Keith was there two.
Yeah, Keith was a part of it as well.
2 or 3 weeks ago. And the program is this. She have a program where she bring people that have been convicted of a felony.
Mm-hmm.
They have to complete the program. And if they complete the program, well then the record gets expunged. And when we went 2 weeks ago, don't you know that they did a drug test, and probably half of them could have went to jail
Off the drug test?
because of the drug test, and they know they were going. They know that they were going to meet Judge Amber.
But you're supposed to be mentoring these people, PK.
Well, and we talked to him. Yeah,
Just messing with
now we talked to him. That was our first time talking to him, and it's all about decision making, man.
It is.
The choice that you make now, man, has an impact on your future.
I
man.
think that's what Armstead said. He was like, man, those guys ain't no different than me.
Yeah,
He was
all
like,
right,
the only
Homestead,
difference-
man, proud of you.
Yeah, he was like, the only difference is I ain't getting the car that
Yeah,
day.
and I had a chance to tell him, man, I'm glad you didn't get in the car, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
because they would try to get him.
right. Okay, so the empowerment program. that
Yeah,
was
Judge
ran
Amber.
by
Yeah, Judge Amber Davis Gibbons.
All right, how
Good
do
beats.
people get in touch with this program in case we have
Man, I
people
think
out
that-
here
I
who got
think they-
family and
I
might
think-
be coming out of prison?
It's not set up like that. They have to go, because she's a county judge.
Right.
They have to go through a court.
So she's a judge here in Texas.
Yeah, in
Okay.
Dallas County.
Cool,
yes.
cool.
She's a
That's
Dallas
what's up.
County judge.
So
yeah.
what is it's called the Empowerment
Empowerment
Program.
Program.
And of course, there's going to be a court system program. But what do you guys focus on doing? I mean, I know we're helping people to transition from jail to home life, right?
Well, what we do, we go in there and give them real life experience, man. Listen, this is what's going to happen if you don't complete this program. You're going to jail.
Right.
You going to TDC.
So are these
These are felonies.
So these are people who have felonies who are coming in
Yes.
that may be first time offenders and
Yes,
they
they
can
have a
qualify
felony,
for
yeah.
this program,
Exactly.
or do you also have a portion of this program for people who are coming out of jail?
No, just everybody that's coming in.
Coming in.
That
Okay.
goes through her court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's coming in. So they're going through her court. Not only her, but there are other judges. I forgot the other program that they have together. It's 4 of them, 4 black judges. They all collaborate together.
Right.
They have a big program. We spoke at the program in May. They had a big program we spoke at also. So with different high schools. So yeah, they always bring us on to, just really, important to them.
Well,
man.
you guys are you guys are influential, whether you realize it or not, and this is what I tried to explain to Keith when he came. I told him, man, it's your spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember you told him
and
that.
it makes you influential, and if you guys don't use your influence, then you be crazy.
But man, that's a dangerous thing to have, though, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's a wonderful thing,
man. Well, depending on how. Let me take that back. Depending on how you use it.
You're right. You're right. And you're a good man, so you're gonna use it.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on how you use it.
So now that fence line is clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
And that's a long time ago in the path. In the past, how did you get to doing what you're doing now?
Man, sit down with my wife because I knew I had the personality as far as selling cars. And
I thought about doing it too, man, but I got scared.
Oh man, it's good.
I'll tell you what, Hyundai Sonata was gonna hire me, right?
Yeah.
So check it out. I swear I would probably be great doing it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But man, they hit me with the, it was like, yeah, you get paid like this, and you know, they no guarantee. I got kids, Slim. How do people get past that?
Man. You just have to know somebody to push you to start selling. let me tell you, my baby boy sell cars.
Okay.
He sell cars from furniture. In fact, he sold his twin sister car. We're going to pick it up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. She getting a 2019 Malibu.
That's for friends and family.
Well, he got in the car business because he seen Daddy in the car business.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you got into it, like, how did it?
I stayed at a Ford dealership for 1 month, and I had a friend that worked here at Chaycon and said they was hiring, and went over there, applied, and been there ever since.
So now you're in the front office, or
I still
selling?
Man, for 19, I got clientele. Man, I work hard.
Oh, you kill it.
Man, I work hard.
You sell fleet cars?
No. We just sell newer pre-owned cars.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but no.
You want to tell people where they can reach you?
Yeah, you can reach. My telephone number is this.
Camera right there.
214-317-7843. If you got bad credit, won't nobody give you a chance. If your mama use your social, if your daddy use your social security number, come see me. I'm gonna take care of you. Now I need some down payment money, okay? Now I got Charles, I got that. I got Altimas, I got that. I got all of this and that, okay? I work for Chaycon Auto. The address is 11800 East Northwest Highway. Come holler at me, PK 214-317-7843. I'll be in the office tomorrow from 10 to 7.
And if your mama used your social security number to get cable or pay her rent,
Big, I see you
ass to jail. Sue your mama if that's what she doing. We not gonna do that out here. All right, well that's cool. I might come down there and holler at you. I'm looking at trading in my joint for real.
Yeah.
But we'll see what it is. So you really like this line of work that you're in?
Man, 19 years, November.
You November fences?
Yeah, They ain't got judged.
Hey, I got my work on that. We got to make it work out. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for you 2 weeks now, goddamn. Still didn't bring the judge to you.
Yeah, man, I'm through with the fences, man. Dog.
Man, that's cool, man. Yeah. All I can say is this, man. Like, from, I knew about 30 for 30 before all of this. Like, I watched that. I watched every little Carter documentary before I even thought about doing this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got the opportunity to actually, talk to you guys about it, to me it was like bad.
Yeah.
Because whether you guys don't realize it, y'all probably don't realize it. I can tell because I partied with Keith after his podcast and went, but y'all don't even realize that that shit it's around the country, bro. Everybody know about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing.
And you guys are definitely influential folks. You're out here making a difference. You're mentoring. And I just want to celebrate it. That's why I want to bring you in here.
Man, appreciate that.
I want to push all of you guys to please go get the book, From Letterman to Betterman, the memoirs of first downs, the second chances. Y'all make sure y'all go get this book. Support P.K.Williams. Support the Carter family. Support Arthur Muhammad as well. How about him, man? Growing up with him, how did that? And then for him to get to this period and stage in y'all life and actually be the one who directs the movie, isn't that crazy?
Man, it was cool though, man. Yeah, being on the set, man. They rolled out the red carpet, man. Got a chance to be my character. Man, it was just. When we went over, man, I loved it, man.
How'd you like the character?
Oh, man, he was good.
He was good. He played you well.
Yeah. He did. He did
Yeah,
his
the
job.
big fat chain on
And,
him.
and that's
He
what I
was
want.
nice and funny.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
was
can see his personality in the role.
That's exactly what I wore. Yeah.
So did you have any kind of input on the movie or what he did, or did he ask of anything?
He asked, he asked me.
Did you see him do anything that you may have, told him about?
No, I don't remember. Not that I
like
remember.
Mannerisms and stuff like that.
No, not that I remember right off.
Right.
Yeah, not that I remember. But he did ask me, am I doing good? Just saying, some of the things, some of the scenes.
So where's that red Corvette at now?
I don't even know who Red Corvette there was. But
right.
Man,
but it's been in all the stories.
Yeah.
It's always the red Corvette.
But it was actually a Camaro though.
Oh, okay.
Derek got caught in the red Camaro.
Well, maybe it was a Camaro.
Yeah, it was a red Camaro. Yeah, he had brown.
I thought it was a Corvette like a mug on the movie.
No, it was Corvette in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the actual car was a Camaro. He had a Camaro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, they tripped me out how the cop pulled him over a couple weeks earlier, and then he heard.
Man, we heard. And it went deep, Dave. You got that went deep, man. Because we hurt a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that we didn't stay there. All of us rebounded, man.
Right.
All of us.
And that's the key to
all
this.
Of us rebounded.
But that is the key to this story, regardless of what we're talking about, the movies and all this glitz and glamour and things like that, jail and all of that. The actual story behind the story is the fact that you're all good.
Man, we all good, man.
Everybody good, man.
Everybody good, man. We got love for one another, man.
So it shows you that making mistakes can sometimes be a blessing.
Yeah, it don't make you, man. And these kids.
Mistake don't define.
It don't define. Yeah, it don't define who you are. Yeah, and just sometimes kids don't have to go through a lot of stuff if they listen to the voice of experience.
You're right. I tell my son all the time, like, man, I'll tell him when I'm being serious about something, when I really want him to listen, I'll say, look, I'm telling you this is your father. I ain't telling you this is, a friend or just because I want you to, I'm telling you it's your dad. This is what I think is best for you, but sometimes they don't listen.
They go and then somebody else can tell them the same thing.
Somebody else tell them the same
thing.
And
they listen. They take hold to it. And that's good.
But that's why the mentorship is very important.
Yeah.
And doing things like that at the school. So how many times do you guys go down to Carter and actually do that?
Maybe we go down every time we get ready.
Right.
Yeah, we go down. We finna get started because the school year got started, so I'll be going in.
Y'all go and support the football team as well?
Yeah, we play Yates.
Yeah.
The first game, I think.
I know.
Next week.
I saw it's on 45 South, right?
Yeah.
45 South game.
Yeah.
I want to see.
We play Yates. Yeah, we play, and they gonna recognize us during halftime.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. I got the flyer saved. Keith said it to me.
Yeah,
I got the
exactly.
flyer saved. I want to make sure I go. You make sure you call and remind me.
Yeah, I got you.
I want to make sure I'm there because that's going to be a beast of a game.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good. But we played them last year.
Yeah, but it's not the 85 versus the 88, right?
Man,
the 85 Yates was their best team, correct?
Yeah, it was.
That was one of the other teams that was in the running for the best high school team ever.
Yeah.
The 85 Yates, then 88 Carter Cowboys, and then your Allen team. Just 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
With Kyler Murray.
Now a little bit longer because Kyle about 4 or 5 years ago.
So what the Cowboys gonna do this year?
Oh man, we Super Bowl, dog. Super Bowl, big dog. Super Bowl, baby. Somebody say, don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. We going to the Super Bowl, man. You see them? Did you see them dogs play yesterday? You see that defense?
I thought you.
Ooh, wait.
You don't do drugs, right?
Nah, dog, I'm clean.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm clean, dog.
You should really drink something where you came over here talking Super Bowl. I swear you down. I ain't gonna say Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl, big dog.
How?
We're Super Bowl contenders.
How?
Maybe we won our division the last 2 years. How?
How you lose the division the last 2 years when the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
How? But we still won our division though. The Eagles won the Super Bowl before that.
The Eagles in our division.
And we won our division.
I don't believe
we won our division. We won our division. Man, we're going to Super Bowl, baby. Super Bowl, bam.
Look, and the people on your
Super Bowl.
the people on your
Super Bowl.
the people on your Facebook Live
Super
out there
Bowl.
in the
Man,
sauce
we
too.
Super Bowl, big dog.
They in there drinking.
Here we go. Here we go. We got somebody else chiming in.
Hey, look, bro. Listen.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got about as good a chance of winning the Super Bowl as I got of being a white man. Tomorrow, okay. Y'all ain't going no Super Bowl this year. You out of your mind?
I guess you'll be a white man tomorrow with braids.
Y'all ain't going to Super Bowl. Why y'all say that earlier?
Man, we're going to Super Bowl.
Hey, listen, I'm a Redskin fan, but I keep saying
y'all ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, we ain't doing shit.
Y'all ain't doing nothing.
At least I can keep it real.
Yeah.
I can keep it real though.
Yeah, I'm listening.
We not gonna do nothing this year.
Nah, y'all sure not.
We gonna beat y'all. We gonna beat y'all ass twice. We gonna put a broom out on y'all.
On what planet?
That's always a good game.
On what planet?
That's always a good game. Hey man, you tell Tammy, whatever your name is, you don't need to know about nothing. You can just stay where you at. Hey, any of you guys that want to ask PK a question, man, don't hesitate to call in. I know it's the end of the show, but 203-802-KNWI-5694. You can show your people. What you mean beat his ass? Who said beat his ass? Tanya, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look, y'all can call into the show right now. How's she gonna say beat my ass? You got violent people on your line. Y'all violent.
Now we Cowboy fan. I get a Cowboy fan. Y'all Cowboy fan.
She was like beat his ass.
Oh, she's not a Cowboy fan. Oh, that's Tammy Thibodeau. Girl, please.
Hey, look, you see this? I wanted you to sit in that seat on purpose so I could put this on you. So you can see that. Yeah, there you go, brother.
Man, why you do this? Why you do yourself like that, dog?
Hey, look,
why you do that,
I'm
man?
trying to tell you something good. I'm a diehard, baby.
Anybody got any spray paint in here?
We go hard. We got hard over here.
Let me pay the Cowboy over there, Redskin.
Man, you crazy, man.
Dang, why you do yourself like that, dog?
Man, look, I'm just trying to keep it real, man.
Oh, I hear you.
But PK, listen,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I want to thank you for coming out here and talking to me, man.
Man, thank you for having me.
I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your book. I appreciate your place in history, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because it is history.
It's all God, man.
It's history, though.
It's all God.
And you're a part of it. And I want to just congratulate you
Man,
on
thank you,
being
Doc.
a better man.
Better man.
For real. For those who joined us, man, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Mancave on YouTube. Once again, that's the Mancave on YouTube, not the DA space Mancave on YouTube. Make sure you follow and subscribe to us. If you guys ever want to call in, our phone number is 203-802-5694. We are live each and every Monday right here on KMWImedia.com. Click on the live stream and you'll see my face at 9 o'clock. Thanks for coming. See y'all next week. Oh, actually, no show next week. But we'll see y'all next Monday.
Dave,
Thanks, Kim. Sorry?
How you spell your name?
David.